Hey guys, Adriana Jimenez joined here with WBC Super Lightweight Champion Jose Ramirez. Jose, good to see you again. Very excited for your next fight. This February 10th, you're going to be going back home to your Save Mart Arena. How excited are you to put up a show again?
Very excited. You know, we took upon this opportunity to bring boxing and back to the Valley on a Sunday afternoon on ESPN primetime. So, to be honest, it wasn't the first option for Fresno. It was just when it's something new on ESPN and Top Rank, they're working out on a venue for a Sunday afternoon. It gets a little difficult. So we kind of jumped on the opportunity to bring it back to Fresno, just because the Fresno fans, they always deliver. So, I'm expecting another great night of boxing and fighting against a very good, tough opponent like Jose Zepeda. It motivates me as a young fighter, as a young champion, to continue working hard, because this fight's going to make me a better fighter.
You always sell out the arena. You always have the fans coming out and supporting you, by so many of them. What does it mean to have their support?
It's quite an honor for me to have that, to have other support. It's definitely a blessing for me to have so much people believe in me and then to cheer for boxing and to open up Central California as a new boxing market. It's a huge accomplishment for me as a young champion, and I do encourage a lot of fighters out there to, that's how you grow. It's when you create a big, strong platform that gets behind you, and then once you start fighting in Vegas or in Texas or New York, that platform follows you. The fan base follows you. So, like I said, I'm a young champion, and I'm on the right track.
After several years of training with Freddie Roach, you made the switch to now training with Robert Garcia. Having this been your third training camp together for your second fight together, tell me how everything is going between both of you.
Our chemistry is just growing and growing more and more, and he's starting to understand me more and more as a fighter, which is good for him, because he gains that confidence that he believes in me, and he goes, man, Jose, he could fight, So he gets motivated because he has a good fighter behind him, and I get motivated because my trainer is excited to be training me. So it works very good, and that training camp, that environment in Riverside with so many good fighters, so many good prospects, it keeps us champions on our toes. And you can see what happens when someone goes in there ready to fight. This last Saturday with Josito Lopez, being an 18-1 underdog, he went out there and he showed what type of work and how prepared he was, from training in a camp like with Robert Garcia and Riverside. So I'm looking forward to my match. We're more than ready.
Well, I spoke to Freddie Roach recently, and he told me that he's very excited for this fight. Obviously, you two have a lot of history together, but he mentioned to me, he said that he believes that you may be a better puncher, but that he has the better fighter in Jose Zepeda now that he's in his corner. What do you make of that?
He's doing his job. As a trainer, he obviously has to be there behind his fighter. So I respect Freddie Roach, first of all. He trained me for 4 years, and I was blessed to be training with a legend like Freddie Roach. Part of me that you might see in the ring is part of what he taught me. The way my godfather Armando Mancinas trained me since I was 8 years old through the Olympics, all the way until I was 11-0 as a professional fighter, right before Freddie Roach. You see a lot of me from what my godfather trained me. So now with Robert, you'll see more, and you see me grow. You will see a bigger growth in me, and I think a lot of people seen it in my last fight. And Robert Garcia, he's seeing it daily. From every sparring session, he's able to see the improvement that I'm making just by the sparring sessions that I'm making, and I'm looking forward to fighting a guy like Jose Zepeda with this talent that has a great coach, because I know the only ones that win are the fans, because the fight becomes more competitive, the fight becomes a bigger fight. So.